Yeah. Japanese television call of the World Baseball Classic, bottom of the ninth. 2-run walk-off double from some guy that they call the Japanese Babe Ruth. I don't know his name, but he obliterated that pitch. This is interesting to see. Your daily sports podcast, news, narratives, takes gambling, YouTube, Spotify, whatever. The WBC is all the rage in the hungover day after March Madness, which we all are. I am not sick. You're sick. You know I'm sick. I said this on another podcast that I do that you should listen to. You can find on the internet. I have 3 levels of sick. 1 is man flu. 2 is tea instead of coffee. And 3 is I can't physically take care of myself. 3 is a big one. That's a huge, all-encompassing range. But right now I am at coffee instead of tea sick. So, but I'm not sick. You're sick. We are talking about the World Baseball Classic today. Everybody likes it. Salvador Perez had some thoughts on it. We will talk about that later. Hopefully, if I remember. I'm sure I will remember. But we're going to start today with Nick Saban throwing shade by being the guy that he is. I don't think he's throwing shade. Nate Oates, the head coach of Alabama basketball, number 1 in the country, the heavy favorite to win March Madness, Sweet 16 this weekend. Remember, he said that his best player was in the wrong place at the wrong time when he gave his teammate a gun that the teammate then used to murder someone, allegedly, pretty much. So Nick Saban says there's no such thing as wrong place at the wrong time.
Tony Mitchell has been suspended from the team and all team activities until we gather more information about the situation and what his legal circumstance is. And, guys, everybody's got an opportunity to make choices and decisions. There's no such thing in being at the wrong place at the wrong time. You got to be responsible for who you're with, who you're around, and what you do, who you associate yourself.
So he's talking about this guy that was a 5-star recruit on campus for spring ball, probably a mega good player, been arrested. I don't know what for. We will dig into that at a later date. But the point now is that this is Nick Saban, the king on campus. Alabama has an adorable basketball team, and good for them. They might win the national championship. However, Saban's like, yeah, that is chicken shit. There is no wrong place at the wrong time. I actually don't know if he knew he was throwing shade. He's smart enough to do that, but I also don't know that he cares that much about basketball. I think he cares about the University of Alabama, but does he care about basketball? Who knows? Either way, it's funny. CBS put up this clip of do you remember way back when the tournament started, Virginia up 2, then they threw that pass away, Furman hits that 3. What we thought would be the story of the tournament? Yeah, well, CBS put a clip out of Kevin Harlan and Stan Van Gundy and the other guy, I forget his name, calling it, and they're also their camera reactions and what it was like to be. It's really cool. I'm going to play it for you now. And of course, you've heard the call before, but let's check it out. I love that. Like, this video is so cool.
4 guards out there, along with Cedric, are their best free throw shooter. Clark in a straight checker. He threw it away. Young, produce.
Watch the hand gesture and then watch him lean back in his seat. You can watch on Spotify and YouTube.
Clark in a straight checker. He threw it away. Young, produce.
That's Kevin Harlan. Look at Stan. Shocked. He's shocked.
Did we just see what we think we just saw? Wow!
He is amazing. Kevin Harlan is the best play-by-play guy at CBS. No disrespect to Jim Nantz. Kevin Harlan, remember he was the guy that was calling a game on the radio for Kansas City and then also calling a game that was on TV, not like broadcasting on TV, but he was calling there was like the Patriot game so that Chiefs fans would know who the number 1 seed was. I mean, he's amazing. Just one of the GOATs. Football news, Adam Schefter reporting. NFL owners are expected to finalize a multi-year contract extension for the Goodell bot at next week's owners meeting in Phoenix, sources told ESPN. More coming up on the show. No, I'm not going to watch the show to watch that. However, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't extend him. They just keep making infinite amount of money, which is the point of having him, is to make infinity dollars. Makes a ton of sense to me. There's no debate, essentially. Just the point of business is to earn profit, and he earns the most profit fucking ever. The Washington Commanders appeal very much for sale. We have a report from Sportico.com the business of sports. I don't know if this is a trustworthy site. I haven't investigated, but they are reporting that Irvin Magic Johnson is alongside Josh Harris, who is somebody. I should know that name. Who is Josh Harris? Oh, the Devils. Yeah, Josh Harris is the shit. Hold on. Off the top of my head, he owns the Sixers and he owns the Devils. It's a group that owns the Sixers and the Devils, but he also owns, is it Mitchell and Ness or New Era? One of those Fanatics. He owns Fanatics. That's what it is. Josh Harris is the Fanatics guy from Philadelphia. That's right. He owns the Fanatics. Apparently, Magic Johnson thinking about owning a football team. He's got enough money to be a part of the ownership group. I don't know that I think that this is just one of those things to grab headlines, like Peyton Manning is part of an ownership group. He does not have the, I'm guessing, $7 billion to buy the Washington Commanders. Nobody's going to know, but they're a much more valuable franchise than the Denver Broncos. Bigger market, more history. I mean, they're just a more valuable franchise. So that's my guess. $7 billion, which he does not have the cash for that, but he has the cash to participate, which I think he's going to, and good for him. He should. Some March Madness stories to catch you up on the Farley Dickinson band thing. Hold on, let me pause. Shush. Farley Dickinson does not have a band. They are a tiny school. So Dayton provided them a band in the first four, and then they decided to go with them to the first round. How cool is that? There it is. I'm not going to play the TikTok. There it is. We played Calipari. He called the guy that kicked his ass and made all those threes for Kansas State. Noel is his last name. He called him a little guy. Here's him being salty. I think this is him implying that the refs are bad, but you just sucked at scoring.
We out-rebound them by 19. We only have 5 turnovers in the second half, and we lose.
John, they put the ball in the hole more than you. I don't know these basketball people with their old coaches with their shit, with their run the ball and the rebounds. Blah. The point of sports is to score. Speaking of good coaching, let's hear this happened at the White House yesterday.
I can't help but take this opportunity to take at least one question. So please, yeah. Wait, hold on here. Decorum, right? That was the word we were using, decorum? Yes, sir. Familiar face. Hi.
Trent Krim. Fake journalist.
Yes, Trent. Nice to see you.
How do you feel about Kansas City being one of the named hosting cities for the 2026 World Cup?
Ooh, here I was hoping for a softball. Okay, you know what? I'm very excited. Truth.
Yeah, I get it, because Ted Lasso, and then in the show, Ted Lasso's from Kansas City or somewhere around there, I think. And that's Trent Krim, and they're at the White House, and he's talking about the World Cup, and that's cool. What a great promo. I think also Sudeikis is from that neck of the woods. I think he's from Kansas City. That's Jason Sudeikis in character as Ted Lasso, and whoever plays Trent Krim, journalist from the Daily, is he from the Independent? I don't know where he's from, but that's them doing a fake press conference. I remember in the Obama administration, they did C.J. Craig. Allison Janney as C.J. Craig. She was in character. That is the press secretary from West Wing, the TV show. And you know Allison Janney. She's a brilliant, amazing actress. One of the best out there doing it, maybe. She won an Academy Award for I, Tonya. Yeah, anyway, that was Jason Sudeikis in character as our boy, Ted Lasso. We are going to have, hopefully, a fun, controversial Wednesday. We're going to talk about the Live Golf Tour, and it appears as if they're tightening their belts. Maybe they're spending too much money because they're not making any money because no one's watching on the CW. More people are watching commercials. Bad. Drew Timme is one of those guys for Gonzaga that's been in college basketball for way too long. Remember, this is the guy with the mustache. He was talking shit on TCU after the game because they were talking shit on him.
Well, I saw some nice things on the internet before, maybe taking some shots at us, me and our program. So throw lighter fluid in the fire if you wish. I mean, I thought TCU is a highly educated school, and they, didn't sound so smart with their comments pregame. So,
Talk shit, get hit, bro. Graduate, Drew. Jesus, you've been playing college basketball since the Obama administration. Get out of here. God, am I crazy? This guy has been the Gonzaga guy for 50 years. Maybe they all look like him. It's just Andrew Morrison had longer hair than him, but basically that could be Andrew Morrison, and we would never know. We would never know. All right, Controversial Wednesday coming tomorrow. I'm not sick. You're sick. Take care of yourselves. Don't go to college basketball tournaments and expect not to get a cold.